dispute that has raged for 13 long years. And the quest to install a successor to the Ni Amugi seat as Ga Mashie has never failed to produce controversy. Claimants to the stew have till now turned to the court for solutions. Today, it's turned violent, with at least 2 persons injured when rival claimants clashed at a news conference held by one side today to announce preparation for the installation of yet another Ga Mashie. Bullets and other weapons were traded by the 2 sides today. Matilda Womega covered that story for us. She'll be joining me in the studio quite shortly. But first, here is her report on the whole incident.
How different do you think Let's go. Oh. Let's go.
That is certainly disturbing, and I don't have the words to explain that. Matilda Womega was on the ground. She has joined me in the studio. She's better equipped to explain what is happening in that video to us. You've seen quite some scenes this morning. Tell us, we know this is about the chieftaincy, it's a dispute, but really the videos that we just saw, explain that to us.
So it was supposed to be a press conference which started around 10:30.
By who? Press conference by who?
It was by the Abola Piam. They are saying that they are part of the royal homes that is supposed to ascend the Ga. the Ga Mashie throne,
okay.
and it's supposed to be their turn. So it was a press conference where the elders of that clan were raising concerns over the fact that the Jasiche, the kingmaker for the Ga, to bypass their family.
Are we speaking? Are we referring to this same Ga Mashie whom we've been speaking to the past 2 days or
this,
so?
Jasiche,
the Jasiche who installed the new Ga Mashie?
Who installed the Ga Mashie?
Okay.
They are saying that he has been compromised because they have raised these issues before. So it was a peaceful press conference which was taking place. So I came out with one of the men to do an interview. It was then that we saw 4 guys who.
So let's start from here. This is where you are at the moment.
I was doing an interview.
Yes. The moment you start talking, what was happening in the background before you guys started to run?
So we were just doing the interview. Just in the course of the interview, we saw 4 guys who were masked. They stormed their place and then started breaking bottles. Wow. They were holding machete and they were just breaking bottles, and it triggered the other guys from the other home to also start throwing bottles.
Are these the guys?
These are the guys.
These are the guys. So this is 2 of them.
2 of them.
He's obviously tilted his mask halfway somehow, but you still can't make out who he is exactly.
You can't make out who he is. But
so this was when? What was this time? What's happening here?
This was around almost 11 a.m.
Okay.
After they had broken the bottles and then left the place. As at then, the police was not at the scene.
At the moment.
But
so they left. Those 2 left.
So those 4 guys, they were actually 4. They left the scene.
Okay.
And then it triggered the other guys too within the neighborhood. They also started throwing bottles and all that into the house.
Who is this talking to the police, trying to?
So that is supposed to be the chief of the chief of Abola. He came in there trying to settle issues, but it appears the area, one home is against the other. So he was trying to solve the matter, but the other guys from the other home came in trying to tell him that no, he's the cause of all what is happening because he is backing.
Who is this man, by the way?
This is one of the leaders within the community. He was whisked away by the police. In fact, 4 people were arrested, but the police tell me that they were not arrested. They had to just escort them
for protection, I guess.
Yes, to protect them from the Irish youth.
Right. Because it appears that the moment they picked up these 4 people, and this is one of them, we've seen about 3 of them already, and we can loop this video so we get to see the people a bit more, that the moment they moved them, then the women in the neighborhood also got very agitated.
They got very agitated.
And some of them got naked, stark naked.
About 4 of the women, just right before the cameras, they started stripping, taking off their clothes and all that, cursing the police, cursing the other faction, that this is a disgrace to the Ga state. Yes, there are, at the moment we have 2 Ga Mashie.
So
one who has the backing of the Accra Regional House of Chiefs, and then another who has the backing of the Ga Traditional Council. These 2 were all installed within a period of a week.
Okay, so let's talk about.
So this is also another man who was also whisked away by the
one of those.
Yes.
And this will be from which house? Obviously not from the Abola.
He's not from the Abola way, but he's also from another home.
One of the.
But it appears he belongs to the other faction. Yes.
I see. I see. So continue with the point you're making about the chieftaincy and the legitimacy for, who has the legitimacy, and then, we can carry on from there.
So according to the concerns being raised, we have 4 homes that are supposed to ascend the throne. The Tekochu way, we have the Takikomi way, we have the Amugi way, and we have the Abola Piam We. The Abola Piam We are those who organized the press conference this morning, trying to raise the concerns. They are saying that per the succession, it is their turn to ascend the throne, but it appears they were bypassed by the Jasiche. The Jasiche is the paramount kingmaker within the Ga state. So they are saying that he was compromised because their family, they don't have that influence, they don't have the backing. They mentioned the
backing. They're talking about politicians backing them,
and they said this is not new because anytime there's a change in government, you see all these happening, but they are tired of these people trying to sideline them. So they are going to install their own Ga Mashie in the coming days. So they have been speaking to us before before the confrontation with the Irish youth.
Okay, well, let's hear them. And when we come back, I'd like for us to talk about a bit about the women who, you just saw a woman who put some sort of red cloth and in her panties and then takes it out and is, you know, just spreading it all over the place. I don't quite understand, but let's hear them. When we come back, we'll continue the talk.
Recall that last Monday, that is the 23rd of October 2017, there was a purported installation and induction of a Ga Mashie from the same Teko Churu way with the stool name Taki Teko Churu. Ladies and gentlemen, and the whole Ga state, I will entreat you that you treat this event with the contempt that it deserves. It will also interest you to note that two individuals from the same Teko faction are claiming what does not belong to them. These individuals are Abola Piam We and then this Teko Churu. Why am I saying this? It is because they are all from Teko Churu way. Abola Piam We Royal House has for the last 13 years resorted to peaceful means to resolve this Ga Mashie impasse. Our resolve towards a peaceful means to resolve this impasse has, however, been taken to mean our weakness. We are by no means a riotous people, but we will no longer sit down for the course of history to be distorted. Our lineage will not be erased. And I repeat, our lineage and all the kings who have passed through Abola Piam We will not be erased. Our trust in the elderly to do the right thing has eroded, especially in the Ganjase, that is Ni Tetekwe II. He has demonstrated time and again that he cannot be counted on to bring peace to the Ga state and restore it to its former glory. Ladies and gentlemen, Abola Piam We Tungma Royal House will rise and claim what rightfully belongs to us. To this end, we have started the initiation process to install a legitimate Ga Mashie from Abola Piam We. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ga state is now going to install a new Ga Mashie with the stool name Ni Taki Obli II from Abola Piam We.
So, Wamega, tell us who this gentleman is, but obviously what he's doing is stating the reason why they think that the next chief for the Ga state should come from there.
So that is Ni Ofoli Gakpo II. He is head of the Abola Piam We, and he has been explaining reasons why he thinks that the Jaseche is being compromised.
Okay, but do they have any hardcore evidence? Because evidence is the name of the game.
So what they are saying is that this supposed new Ga Mashie, who they'll be installing in the few days, is coming under the stool name Ni Taki Obli II. He has in fact gone through the entire process 4 years ago.
Okay, and where was he not installed?
So at the beginning, when he was supposed to be installed, outdoored to everyone, that was when Ni Amugi came in. That was when the Abola Piam also came in and all that. And he's saying that Abola Piam and then the Ni Taki Churu, who was also installed on Monday, these two are from the same home.
Okay.
So if you have these two coming from the same home fighting over one stool, then it raises eyebrow. It tells you that it tells you that these people are not the legitimate heirs to this throne.
Well, that might not necessarily be the case, because it could still very well be their time, except that they may not have an understanding within it. But really, the issue is not. It's not about who is. We don't know who is the legitimate Ga Mashie, and I really don't know how we're going to solve this problem. But let's go back to the videos, those dramatic videos that we saw from the place today. Let's play that video again. Back to you. We're talking about this woman and whatever it is that they're doing. Did you get to speak to any of these women?
So I spoke with one of them. In fact, she wouldn't grant an interview, but from what she was saying is that she is frustrated about the way their leaders are going about things, and the fact that every day it's the Ga state that is on the line. If you check around all the regions, it appears the chieftaincy issue, it's all about the Ga people. So she doesn't know why the Ga elders cannot sit down to address the situation, because it's been going on for years. And she raised concerns about the fact that now politicians are playing hands, politicians are playing playing roles in this chieftaincy situation, which is not supposed to be the case.
So this must be one of them?
Yes, this is the woman.
Okay, so initially I had indicated that she had put the whatever the red cloth, the red piece of cloth there, but apparently it was there. This is some sort of, this is a traditional pad. If I could put it that way, I can't find a better word for it. But this is what our great grandparents or great grandmothers used to, you know, put there when they are having their menses, and apparently this woman is someone who is in her menses, so she pulls out whatever it is that's supposed to soak out the blood from her menses, and she just throws it out there. Yeah.
So she was raining curses.
Right.
I'm told people do not just do that.
Yes.
Because right before the camera, you saw one woman also taking off her dress and all that. They were just pouring schnapps and all that on the ground, raining curses on the Jasiche and a few others. And they tell me that these people are not going to go scot-free. They will definitely taste something that they are looking for. I don't know what exactly that meant, but it appears they are all not happy about the situation. But within that short period, we had the police coming in, and then they had the reinforcement. And interestingly, the police water cannon were packed. I don't know. I'm told they are stationed within Bukom, just to ensure that there's peace.
Because of what happened over the weekend with the Basti and Bukom Banku.
Exactly. So they've been there within this whole period. So immediately the thing happened, they rushed to the scene, trying to calm the situation. And I also spoke with DCOP Kwesifori. He has also been telling me what the police has been picking and then how they intend to address the situation.
Okay, well, let's hear him now.
And we've managed to end the street fight. We're now engaging them to see the need to promote peace in this very community. And we've also successfully escorted one of the leaders out here, to his home. So you can see that the tension has minimized. But the police will be here to stabilize the situation and make sure that security situation in this community improves.
But what can you tell from the little you've gathered? What exactly has triggered all this?
Well, for now, there is a need to go into it. But it has something to do with traditional matters. But we will not tell that story. We will leave it for them to tell their story. As law enforcement officers, it's our duty to deal with security-related issues, for which we are doing now.
I see some 3 men were whisked away. Who are these men and why have they been arrested?
Oh, they've not been arrested. They are leaders, in this drama. So for their own safety, we have to take them out. We've escorted them out here.
Okay, all right. So what is the police going to be stationed here?
Yes, already we have a stationary force. But this conflict overwhelmed them. That's why we're invited in. We will assist the stationary force here to make sure that we stabilize security situation in the community.
Okay, so this is how it all went down there, and I'm sure that there's going to be rippling effect every now and then. We'll be there to give you all the update. But Tilly, let's finish up this conversation by asking whether or not the police were able to bring calm to the place by the time you were leaving.
As at the time I was leaving, I would say it wasn't entirely so. The calm has not really returned to the place.
So let's say there was an easy calm.
Because even in the presence of the police, the guys were still flying bottles in the air and all that. So we had to actually hide somewhere whilst filing this report.
That was very necessary. You've got to stay safe on the job. But this though is priceless. It's a priceless moment there. I don't know what was going through your mind.
I didn't know what happened. My cameraman is saying that I should sign up for the Olympics.
Well, you get to join the amount pause. But thank you very much, Matilda, for that update. Matilda Omega bringing us some updates there from, is that Jamestown?
No, it's Ga Mashie.
Ga Mashie, Bukom. All right. So Bukom has been in the news for quite some time now, starting from over the weekend. Hopefully it gets better. The Ga people are saying they really had enough of this.